is Michael Nichols. I am the program coordinator for the Center of Community-Based Partnerships, in which I work with Global Cafe. With Global Cafe, we also have the Language Partner Program, and that's where you come into play. And so we're so thankful that you are here to actually help us make the Language Partner Program what it is today. In this video, you will find a layout of pretty much what is expected out of you and how you can navigate your position. And followed by me will be the director of Global Cafe, which is Beverly Hall.
Okay, well, welcome back, everybody. We're so glad you're back. We missed you a lot, and we're happy to create a wonderful, good, memorable year. We have our Language Partners program, and we have our evening events program to go with. And that makes us up as Global Cafe, and it's great. It's been going 7 years. And we're great because of you. You're what people want, not anything else. The tutors are what people come here for, and what gives the tutors joy is that one-on-one partnership with all those wonderful language partners. And then we have evening events where people enjoy themselves. We're going to cover those same topics chosen by our participants, and we have a good time. So that's what we're going to do this year. We want to thank everybody that makes it possible, everybody at the Center for Community-Based Partnerships, Dr. Pruitt, who has stood by us for 7 years to build us into what we are now, and especially Michael Nichols, who is the person who matches the tutors and the partners. And so he does a lot of detail work that's real important for us all. I want you to get in touch with me. I know we don't personally just come by the office door this year, but please email me anytime, call me anytime if you have difficulties. And we want to thank everybody on campus, our community partners, because we're the Center for Community-Based Partnerships. We have community partners that participate and are our speakers, and we're introducing the international people to them, and we're quite grateful for that. So I want to thank you, welcome you back, and pass it on to my colleagues to continue the orientation. Thanks, bye-bye.
My name is Sophia, and I'll be giving you guys some tips how to talk with your language partner. The first thing is that you want to make sure that you're actively listening. Body language says it all, so don't stare at your phone frequently, don't check the time, don't wander around the room looking for anyone or just looking at anyone else's conversation. Another thing is that a lot of the language partners are really here to learn English and how to talk properly. So if they do make a mistake, politely correct them, and they would appreciate it a lot. Another thing is that make sure you're not using slang words that they may not be familiar with, and make sure that they are appropriate. If they do have any questions about it, then just help them with that.
Hi, my name is Jordan Alexander, and today I will be giving you some tips to have a productive session with your language partner. For our younger students, I recommend starting with their homework. Sometimes it might be difficult for them to catch on to the materials they're learning in the classroom, especially when there's 20 to 25 students in one. One-on-one attention for them will be very beneficial. Now, for our adult language partners, I recommend discussing some of our similarities and even our differences to further the conversation and to help build a bond. And most importantly, I recommend using the technology provided by Global Cafe to help further the conversation. Thank you.
When you're meeting with a kid, you always want to keep a certain level of interest and excitement. So one of the best ways to do this is to provide options. So, let a kid choose which book they want to read. Let them pick out their interests. If they're interested in science, do science-related things. If they're tired of reading, play an educational game. One game I always like to play is free rice. That's a good way to practice vocabulary. If you see them getting just worn out, maybe just play a normal game and just encourage conversation the whole time. Just keep them speaking and keep their excitement going.
Hey guys, my name is Will Allen. I'm the graduate assistant here at the Center for Community-Based Partnerships. On my left is faculty parking, behind me is visitor parking. For students who work here or have to come here, you guys will have to park where your designated parking pass allows you. Like I said, it's only faculty and visitors. The visitor parking lot is only for those who are not associated with the university or those who are attending events hosted by the Center for Community-Based Partnerships. In the event that you need a parking pass to park in the visitors lot, you'll have to contact Michael Nichols.
Hello, my name is Chris, and today I will be talking about the front desk duties. The first thing you do is greet people as they enter the door and ask them if you can help them finding where they need to go. If you're unsure where something is located, you can use our Capitol Hall map. Our front desk help guide tells you how to answer the phone and use it to put people on hold and transfer calls to individuals on the staff directory. Whenever an individual calls, you want to get out a notepad and a pencil to write down important information so you know who is calling, why they are calling, and who they need to get in contact with. If at any point anyone asks you to complete a task you are unfamiliar with, refer to our handbook.
Hello, my name is Casey, and I'm going to be going over the UAE time for clocking in and out of your work study. So first I'll log in. Okay, so once you get into your MyBama, you will go to this little banner over here on the left side and go to employee, and then mine is up here in the top corner, but you will look for this little logo, the UAE time, and you'll click there, let it sign you in, and you can go to here to clock in and here to clock out, and there's also a clock for your reference. And once you do that, you go here to this timesheet, and you have a few options for what you want this to look like. I prefer the table because it makes things easier for me to know what's going on. But you also have this list view, which a lot of other people prefer, and then you can also just see each day at a time. So I like to keep mine in the table, and you can look for each day and see your clock in and clock out time, how many hours you worked that day, and then how many hours you worked for that week. And if you'll need to look at this pretty frequently, probably like every day, and you will look and make sure there's not any discrepancies or missing time clock ins or outs. And if there are any issues, then you will need to email Michael to fix them. And when you do that, you will just say like, "Good morning, Michael. I have a discrepancy with my e-time," and then tell him for which dates, and then tell him which times that you should have on your chart over here. So there's that. And also I do want to mention you should look in this top corner and see whose name is there, because sometimes there's like a glitch where it'll take you to the wrong person's thing. So you do want to make sure you're clocking in and out of your own e-time. And okay, so that's your clocking in and clocking out. And then you can also go to home up here, and then you can go to my time off, and this is how you will request time off. So you will go up here to create new request, and then put in the dates, some comments if you would like, and those will be submitted for Michael to review. And it would also be a good idea to just email him and let him know that you've put in a request, just so that he knows to be on the lookout for it and he can get back to you. So there was the clocking in and clocking out and the time off request. If you need to go over this again or you have some issues, you can always ask a coworker, or you can look in the office handbook and it will give you step-by-step instructions on how to do this. So once you do all this and you're done with the e-time, you can just go to log out up here, and then you'll log out of your MyBama too. And that's pretty much the ropes of the e-time. So thanks.
Hello, my name is Brianna Gregory, and today I will be covering responsibilities. The first point we will be covering is good communication. So if you have any issues or your language partner is leaving the program or you cannot make it to work or an event, please communicate with Mr. Nichols and let him know. The next point we will be covering is events that are now online, but please be on time and contribute to any ideas that can be beneficial to help with information. And the next point we will be covering is professional manner. Please dress attire. Please don't dress as if you're going to the club or on the strip or anything. Please remember that this is still a job and to come well-mannered and prepared. The next point we will be covering is be willing to learn different aspects of this job. And then the next one is learn what programs each director is responsible for.
Hi everyone, my name is Brianna, and I'm a senior here at the University of Alabama, and today I'll be talking to you guys about email etiquette. First, it's very important to check your emails and the group names regularly for new information coming out. Also, when responding to these emails, it's important to stay appropriate and to stay professional when responding to a supervisor or anyone professional sending you this information.
Hey, I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, please, you can contact me or you can actually talk to any of the returning students from this year. I want to thank you again for your time, and we look forward to this semester.